Hi everyone, this is Allison with Safety Education Specialist and welcome to part 2 of our tourniquet tier list. So real quick, we're going to go over our tier list rankings, what they can be. They can be anywhere from practically a tactical miracle, tactically great, tactical wishes, it was tactical, and please let me just bleed out. So far we have reviewed the CAT, the Combat Application Tourniquet, and the SWAT-T, the Stretch Wrap and Tuck Tourniquet. We have coming up the MET, the RATS, the RECON, the SOF-T wide, and the STAT. Remember, this is in my opinion only. This is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. All products and product pictures that you see on this tier list are of my own products and taken and purchased by me. Let's dive in. Let's see what's next. So, let's discuss this friend right here. This one is by a company called RECON Medical. Let me find him. Here it is, RECON Medical L.L.C. And they make a tourniquet that quite frankly could practically be the CAT's twin. Fraternal, not identical, but pretty darn close. Oh no, but thank you, RECON Medical. I'll tell you my story later. So, as you can see, it looks pretty close, doesn't it? This is actually the latest RECON. I just got this. This is the Gen 4, so I'm going to open this sucker up because I see something on this that I want to talk about. I have used the RECON. I discovered it initially because I was looking for a training tourniquet that I could use and play with that wasn't going to be really expensive because the RECON tourniquet is only like $20. And they are on Amazon and you can get bulk discounts for these. And my goodness, it's really great. So I was using it as just a substitute. And this started many, many years ago. And then all of a sudden, RECON Medical started doing some pretty cool things. I'm like, oh, hold on, they're doing something great. So this is the last one that I bought. What's nice is it actually puts on here your date. So this says it was March 5th, 2018 is when this was brought into the world. Suggested service life of 5 years. Pretty nice. What I liked about it is this one has a metal windlass. It has a stronger base plate to it. I can't twist it as easily. And it's pretty nice and beefy. But you know what they have? They have that red tip. Now, I'm not going to say it's the red tip technology that is a patented feature of the CAT, but the end of this one is red, and it's been red for a long time in my own experience. I believe the second round of RECONs that I bought, which, if I recall correctly, was over 5 years ago, did have a red tip on it. But here's this feature here. It has a loop. So when you're doing a self-application of your tourniquet, you can get some leverage and you can really tighten that sucker down. So I found that I could tighten that down faster than the CAT in my own experience, of course. So this is the latest one. I just opened this one up. What is this? This bag is UV resistant for long-term storage. Oh, isn't that neat? That's new too. That's cool. A UV resistant bag to store your tourniquet in. Nice. Okay, anyway, sorry. So let's jump into this. This is the metal windlass, and oh, it's got cap. A red cap on the back. Should have been a second one? I didn't see a second piece, but okay, that's kind of cool. There's a red cap on it. There's something coming. Hold on, is this a pen? It is! Okay, that's cool. This is really cool, actually. It has a little pen that comes in the side of the windlass. So now you can write your time on there. Okay, that's cool. Like, legit, that's cool. Okay, anyway, so here's the RECON. I'm liking this. All right, let's do the bendy test. Let's see if I can bend this back. Yeah, see? Come on, guys. Can you give me some? Now, this is a little bit harder than the CAT, but come on. Really? Come on. Give me something stronger here, please. Because this is holding a lot of pressure. Make that stronger, and then I would love this even more. Okay, so benefits of the RECON Medical. It's cheaper. than a cat. It being the same style, I'm going to say it's probably as effective. I've had a lot of success training people using the Recon. They have done a good job with training. They've picked it up very quickly, but people tend to pick up any windlass based tourniquet really quickly. So I'm not really too big on that one. Is it durable? Yeah, now they gave me a UV bag to store it in. That's even more durable. I like that. Application speed, that's equivalent to the cat, same system. Ease of use, again, pretty easy. And you know what bumps this a little bit ahead for me is that finger loop. The fact that I can, and that is a large finger loop, I could probably get a gloved index finger in there. Now, I don't know if I had a larger finger, if it would work as well. Oh, and they also improved too. Look, there's 2 layers of stitching on the new one versus this one had 1 reinforcement stitch there. That's pretty cool. Okay, they've made some improvements. Very nice. So yeah, I like this one. I do. Manufactured February 21st, 2020. Suggested service life 5 years. I'm going to be a little bit I'm going to be a little controversial with this one. And I wasn't initially going to do this. In fact, this was not my original ranking for this one, but now that I've opened their brand new one, the pen is kind of what's doing it for me. I'm going to call this one practically a tactical miracle. It's affordable, it's durable, it's quick to apply, it's got the extra finger loop, it has a built-in pen, so you're not having to go, oh my gosh, where's my Sharpie so I can write on my time thing what time I put the tourniquet on, and so you're not doing ye olde school and putting your finger in the blood and putting it on the forehead with the T. You know, it's easy to use and it's the same style as the cat. I would be interested to put these two head to head, and I think I'm going to try to make that happen. But yeah, I like the metal windlass. I really do. The only point I would take off for this, so the half the check mark it's going to get, is because of the bendy windlass clip. Otherwise, okay. RECON Medical, you've surprised me. Congratulations, that's hard to do. All right, let's move into something else. Let's talk about... We're going to go with the SOF-T wide. So my SOF-T wide, let's find my little friend up here. Where did I put you? That's not you. There you are. This is the Gen 4 SOF-T wide, and they did make some improvements over their previous versions of this. The previous ones, quite frankly, I dragged quite a bit. Even in classes, I would drag it because the strap was so thin. It was, it was just not good, not very stable. So let's talk about the SOF-T. This is a windlass system, much like the other ones. Here's what's kind of odd. So far, the windlass ones we've looked at all have that Velcro system to them, which is great. It's good. It's easy. This one is more like a seat belt. Okay. Now, it does have that locking bit in there, and this piece where that stops the strap is metal, so that's going to be nice. It's going to give you a bit of endurance. That's a good thing. This is a nice quick release buckle. I like that, and it does fit in there securely. That's not going to just come out accidentally. That's good. This piece, though, this here, I like that back part, instead of being plastic like on the RECON or the cat, this is fabric and this is solid. I mean, my goodness, this is like strap fabric, and it's got some non-skid on there too. That's a non-skid. I like that a lot. That's not going to break and snap like the plastic ones on the cat or the RECON Medical would. Yep, that's a metal. Is that metal or is that plastic? Sounds metal. Sounds metal. I like that it's got the gripper bars there. That's good. However, here's where the SOF-T loses me every single time. This thing, your T your angle clip, whatever you want to call this, your triangle. I've always hated that on the SOF-T. Would you just don't do that. Especially this one. This one is plastic now. They used to be metal. So I can get behind metal. But now you're supposed to clip this into the windlass and then manipulate it into that too. Which I guess is supposed to, but here's the thing, when you put it into that, it pops out of the windlass clip. So am I supposed to do the windlass clip? Am I supposed to do this? Am I supposed to do both? I don't understand. That's not good. I shouldn't be looking at a tourniquet going, I don't get it, okay? Not after 20 years of doing this. I should not look at a tourniquet and go, I'm confused. All right, I told you, I can be a little salty, I'm sorry. Now, again, what's my biggest beef with all of these windlass tourniquets? This windlass clip, look at this sucker. It's itsy bitsy, it's tiny, it's angled weird. Now, it doesn't bend as much as Cat. Doesn't bend as much as RECON. But, considering that I have that clip there, this is obviously not meant to actually hold the windlass in. Okay. Here's my thing. SOF-T tourniquet. I'm glad you widened your strap. I am. I'm disappointed that you made that triangle piece plastic. That, quite frankly, I find a little offensive. Because I used to say how much I loved that because it was metal. Now it's plastic. So not thrilled. Not thrilled. And quite frankly, I really think, again, my opinion, come for me if you want. Comments are down there. Okay. Those folks that use the SOF-Ts, they tend to be in that tactical category as well. Because I feel like the people who can tolerate the SOF-Ts tend to be the ones that really just fall in love with anything that says tactical in the name and just think it's great and, oh my gosh, it comes in orange. So they're so thrilled. Yeah. All right. Moving on. Let's see, how much time do I have left? I've got another 10 minutes. I can talk about something else for about 10 minutes. We're going to talk about the rats. I'm always going to call it the rats. I'm sorry. That's just how it's going to be. They've changed themselves to Rapid Medical, formerly known as Rats Medical. I'm kind of glad they did, because those of us who deal with this all the time, we used to, very jokingly, say that it was called RATS. It's supposed to be Rapid Application Tourniquet System. We used to say it's called RATS because you tried to use one. RATS! It didn't work. Sorry. Again, I have utmost respect to the guy who put this together and put this out there for the world. I do. Because you know what? You identified something. Speed equals life. You really did. You did great with that. And I applaud you for it. And again, I do not have the manufacturing capability or the creativity to do this. Here's the thing. Simple and easy to use one-handed. I have never been able to use this thing one-handed. It has never worked for me one-handed. Never. And here is why. Okay, this is my original. Yeah, this is my original Rats tourniquet. Okay. If this is my 3-finger loop, I'm supposed to make a 3-finger loop so I can then cleat it off. How am I supposed to do this one-handed? Because even if I'm wrapping this around this arm, I still have to hold it with this hand. And let's talk about something else with rats. And I'm going to get, again, salty. All right, salty is coming up with this. I've never met the man who designed this. And again, to you, sir, congratulations. I am so thrilled and happy that you were able to do something like this, because that is awesome. That is amazing. That is great. I love it. I do. I love it. But here is the problem that I have with the rats. and with the way you marketed these, sir. Okay, you put out on YouTube, and you can find this still. He shows people how to use the rat's tourniquet. And all this really is a gigantic rubber strap wrapped up in some fabric. And he makes a point of telling people his thigh circumference, to say that my thigh is bigger than average. Sir, my thigh has 3 inches on you, and I'm not even flexing. Okay? So when I took his original rat's tourniquet and I went to use it around my own thigh, guess what? I couldn't even get 3 good loops out of it. And the other thing I have with this, because of the design of it, as you're wrapping it around, it's very difficult not to get spots where you have space in between your rubber loops. That can lead to tissue damage. I don't like that at all. Now, improvements. This is the latest generation of rats. I purchased this before I did the video because I wanted to be as fair as I possibly could with it. I really did. So, congratulations. I am super happy that you added length to that. That's awesome. That's great. That's fantastic. Good. Thank you. That's awesome. But my own experience training people on the rats, because I have trained them on this. If a client wants to learn how to use a particular tourniquet, I'm going to train you on how to use that tourniquet because I want you to do it safely. However, I did warn this client. I told him that I didn't think it was going to be a really great idea. And I said, this is not really my favorite, etc., etc. He said, well, I like it because it's going to go in my hunting pack. It's going to be really light. Okay, fair enough. Those are the good points. It's super light. It's affordable. He was wrapping this around his arm, trying to do self-aid in practice, in class. And the end of this slipped out of his hand at full tension, unraveled, and slapped him across the face. Now, it wasn't this one in particular. It was the orange one. It was the previous version. But it slipped out of the hand, and that's a thing. This is very, very slippery. There's no gripper at the end. There's no stop. There's no nothing. So imagine if I have a bloody hand. Imagine if I'm sweating. Imagine if I'm stressed. I'm not going to have the dexterity to grab this little itty bitty strap, pull it tight enough, and not hurt myself more. So, yeah. You can probably guess my opinion of the rats. No disrespect to the man who made this. Dude, congratulations. Okay, you had an idea, you came up with a solution that you felt worked, you've brought it to market, and it's been around enough to have a Gen 2. Awesome. Good. Fabulous. If I would improve the rats in any way, I put some kind of stopper on the end of it so that people's hands didn't slip out. Because ever since that time when my client smacked himself across the face with the tail end of a rat's tourniquet, I have refused to train anybody else in the rats. I will not do it. I put my foot down and I say no. So, I'm sorry. Rats, let me bleed out. Please. Okay? Let me bleed out. I can't. I can't do the rats. So that is going to be the end of part 2. We're going to go over the MET and the STAT in the next one. So, y'all, I will see you then.